Grappling is where a lot of BX tables suddenly get awkward. And it's not because it happens all the time. It doesn't. But when it does, a lot of referees freeze. A player says, I tackle him before he gets to the door, or I grab the cultist so he can't sound the alarm, or can we all jump this guy and hold him down? And just like that, a fast old school combat can get clunky in about 10 seconds. Because now everybody starts looking for grapple rules. They want a chart, a modifier, a special subsystem, some mechanic borrowed from a newer game. And that is usually where the trouble starts. Because BX does not need a separate wrestling game bolted onto the side of combat. It already gives you enough. Here's the method. I'm not going to hide it from you. Figure out the intent, roll the attack, apply the effect. That's it. If you remember those 3 steps, you can handle pummeling, grappling, overbearing, and the rest of that non-weapon combat stuff without dragging the table into the weeds. The first step is intent, right? That matters because I grapple him does not actually tell you much. Are they trying to stop movement, knock somebody down, hold an enemy in place, pin someone so another character can do something, take a weapon away? Those are different goals, even if they all get called grappling. So before any dice hit the table, get clear on what success actually looks like. Not in rules language, okay? That's a loser's game. In plain table language. What is the player trying to make happen right now? Once that is clear, the rest gets easy. Second step, roll the attack. That is the part that cleans the whole thing up. A lot of people assume non-weapon combat needs its own entry point. Usually it doesn't. In BX, the attack roll already tells you whether the character got meaningful contact in combat time. Under pressure, against someone who does not want it to happen, and that is enough. If the attack misses, the attempt fails. The target slips away, braces, twists loose, sidesteps, whatever fits the moment. If the attack hits, the character has successfully imposed themselves on the situation. And instead of rolling damage, you apply the intended effect. That's the engine. Not damage, effect. That one shift keeps the whole thing inside the combat structure everybody already understands. Now, this is usually where somebody pushes back and says, oh, but shouldn't strength matter? And sometimes, sure. But generally, no. See, the main focus here is still whether the action succeeds in the middle of combat, under pressure, against an active opponent. And that is what the attack roll is doing. Strength, size, footing, surprise, help from allies, bad terrain. They can all matter around the edges. Maybe you give a bonus. Maybe you do something that is flat out impossible. Maybe a halfling is not anywhere near able to overbear an ogre from the front. That is normal refereeing, right? You got to make those calls. What you do not want is every one of these moments turning into a full stop while you build a fresh rules scaffold from scratch. I need a pummeling rule. No. Third step, apply the effect immediately. Not next round. Not, oh, we'll see what happens. No, right now. If the player said they wanted to tackle the goblin before it ran and they hit, the goblin is down or checked in place. If they wanted to pin the cultist's arms, the cultist is controlled for the moment. And if they wanted to shove somebody back from a ledge or away from a doorway, position changes now. That immediate consequence is what makes the ruling feel real. It also tells everybody at the table what the next problem is. Right? So here's the simplest version of this. The goblin turns and runs for the passage, and the fighter says, I tackle him. Good. You have clear intent. What's the intent? Stop the movement. Roll to hit. If the roll misses, the goblin skips free and keeps moving. If it hits, the goblin is on the ground, jammed into the corridor wall, or otherwise stopped cold. No damage roll is needed unless the situation really calls for it. See, now the fight has changed, right? The goblin's problem is not hit points, it's position. And that is much more useful ruling than stopping to decide whether this needs a strength check, or a dexterity contest, or a special table, or 3 paragraphs of procedure, and it stays fast. Now, we'll get to the messy part, because this is where these rulings usually start to wobble. What if there are multiple attackers, right? And we all jump them. Simple answer. More body means more pressure. If one character is trying to hold a man-sized opponent, that is one problem. If 2 or 3 jump in, that is a different situation. You don't need a chart for that. What do you need? I could do a quiz on this. What do you need? You need common sense. Each successful assist or follow-up attack that supports the restraint makes the target situation worse. At some point, the ruling becomes obvious. The target is not, well, they're like sort of grappled. No, he is pinned, buried, dogpiled, or effectively unable to move. See, you are not chasing precision. Well, you shouldn't be. You are looking for a ruling the table instantly understands. The next obvious question is, well, how does somebody break free? Same principle. On their turn, they take action to change the situation. Maybe that's an attack roll to throw somebody off. Maybe it's a strength check if the circumstances really point that way. Maybe allies pull them loose. Maybe a dagger comes out and the whole thing stops being a strength problem and becomes a substantially more lethal one. That's another reason not to overbuild this. These situations are fluid. They do not stay neat for long. And BX is better when you let that happen. The same logic also handles pummeling and overbearing. If the goal is not I stab him, but I smash him with a chair, I knock him senseless, I drive him back, or I slam him into the table, the same questions still work. What's the intent? Did the attack hit? What changed right now? And once you start thinking that way, non-weapon combat stops feeling like an exception. It's just combat where damage is not always the prize. And that is really the part worth hanging on to. Because the real mistake is thinking every physical action needs its own mechanic. It doesn't. In BX, most of the time, what you need is a clear goal, one clean roll, an immediate change in the fiction. That's enough to run the moment. That's enough to reward player creativity. That is enough to keep combat moving. If I were putting this on an index card, it would be this. It's going to be one of my shorter index cards. Intent, attack roll, immediate effect. And then one reminder underneath. Use numbers when they help, but use rulings first. That keeps the whole thing where it belongs. Fast, clear, table rate. More importantly, it keeps non-weapon combat from turning into a kind of rules detour that makes old school combat feel slower than it should. Because grappling is not a different game, it is still combat. The goal is just not damage. And once that clicks, these calls get a whole lot easier. Folks, if you enjoy this old school content, if you enjoy videos talking about BX and other OSR games, hit that subscribe button, become a Taverner, join the community. Other than that, God bless and be well.